So for us to understand the irrigation system, we really need the history of the utilities. We have to remember that when Paver developed Southbay, there were no water, sewer, or irrigation water here. And so he had to build the facilities. This is the map of what was built. This represents US 41. This is Southbay Drive, the marina, and the treatment plant. What he had to do was he had to build, first of all, a drinking water system. He drilled 15 wells in the community that pumped water to a water treatment plant that was located right behind the shopping center here. And it distributed the water then to the houses and to the fire hydrants, just like a typical system. Then in addition to that, he had to build a wastewater system. He had to take care of the waste. The darker lines represent the sewers that come from our houses to sewage lift stations that pumped it up to a wastewater treatment plant that was located on the same property as the water treatment plant. The water was treated and went two places. It went to the absorption fields, which are affectionately called the football fields. And then in addition to that, it was treated to a standard to use for irrigation. The irrigation plant, which we're standing next to here, was built, and it was built right next to the water treatment plant. In the 1990s, the county had water and sewer available to the area. At that time, they took over the water and sewer systems. They eliminated the wells and they eliminated the water treatment plant and connected to the county main line. In addition, the sewers were available, so the wastewater treatment plant was eliminated, and so instead of pumping to the wastewater plant, these pump stations pump to the county wastewater system. But the county doesn't do irrigation water as a part of their business. They do some things there, but when it really boils down to it, they didn't want to have anything to do with the irrigation system. And fortunately, our forefathers that were living here made arrangements with the developer and the county where we purchased the system. We purchased this tank, we purchased the irrigation distribution system. The irrigation distribution system from the tank here goes through the whole community like this and is located on all of the green belts and to the clubhouse and everything. And when we took that over and paid about $1 million for it, that is the system that we have here today. The way the system works is we have those two wells we talked about earlier. This is the control panel that controls the well operation. Basically, each well pumps to the storage tank, the large tank. This demonstrates what the tank looks like. With the blue, the north well is turned on and then is green. The south well is off at this time and is red. That's all that the wells do, is pump the water to that storage tank, and then from there, the booster pumps pump the water to all the homes. At the other end of this pump house is the system that pumps the water to all of the homes to have it at an adequate volume and pressure so that everybody is irrigated. And I feel, look here, we have 3 booster pumps that do that. The first one, we call it a jockey pump, is a small pump. It's the little black one over there. That's a 3 horsepower pump. And at the times of day that the demand is very low, that is the pump that pumps and uses very little electricity to it and go. Then in the evening, when we have a high demand, one of these two pumps will come on to meet that demand. These are 25 horsepower variable speed drives also, and they can pump up to over 500 gallons a minute. This whole system pumps the water from the tank through this pipe out to the neighborhood, and this is the control panel that controls it. It tells us what the flow is. We actually have a graph where we can see which pump is running and how much water is actually being used in the community, and that's the system. Well, here we are with Mary Lou Ferrari, one of our neighbors that has been in the community a long time, and she has come out here to show us how easy it is to check your meter and make sure your system's working right. Mary Lou, would you show us this, please?
Yes, I will. It's the now we're showing the meter,
Right.
and it's showing me that the meter is working fine, and that we have no leaks.
She can show you that she has added a device on her irrigation system that connects to her Bluetooth. Mary Lou?
This is my Bluetooth, honey. This is my Bluetooth on my phone, and when I have a start time at 3:30, which correlates with my my Rainbird in the garage. Okay.